ATL, let's hunt. ATL.GA faithful. ATL.GA faithful. ATL.GA faithful.
This time we're joined by a special guest. He is a young man gearing up for his senior season at Lafayette High School in Williamsburg. They've been the kings of the Bay Rivers District for more years than I can remember. He had 70 tackles, 9 sacks, 4 fumble recoveries, 4 block kicks. He was trucking people when he caught the ball at tight end, too, last year as the Rams made the Region 3A playoffs. I think he's checking in at about 6'4.5", 215 pounds, outside linebacker, tight end, wide receiver, and he's committed to play his college football in-state up in Charlottesville for the University of Virginia. We say hello and congrats to Michael Green.
The UVA signing Mike Green, big fumble recovery, caught some passes, and they win it tonight 29-18 over Phoebus.
Sure, from the jump, we know we was going to come in here and get after it and drive it down the throat every single play. That was our biggest mentality coming into this game.
Now to Class 3. Oh boy, what a good one here. Another battle of undefeated teams. Lord Botetourt taking on Lafayette. Lafayette playing at home at Wanner Stadium, and the energy was jumping from the very beginning, but it was just 7-3 at halftime. Second half, things got cranked up a notch. Rams driving. Luke Hansen sees Mike Green one-on-one, and he'll take it as 10-3 Rams. Now remember Mr. Green, because that was not the most impressive thing from him in this game. Botetourt going to try to throw the ball again, but this one is picked off by Aiden Byron. So now the Rams tried to melt the clock. They were forced into a 4th down situation. Andy Lynn decides to punt the ball and let his defense win the game, but you're not going to believe what happens here. They have Green in the punt, high snap, and instead of trying to kick it, he decides to take off with it, and no one could break 7 tackles on his way to the end zone. Insanity at Wanner Stadium. That's going to seal the game for Lafayette to win the Class 3 state championship. Green embraced by his teammates. What a moment for the senior on his way to UVA, and head coach Andy Lynn gets that state championship. He and his team will proudly hoist that trophy. 27-13 the final score. So how about that punt play?
It was not a fake punt. What it was Mike making a great freaking play. Now what I will tell you is, I've been here since 1997, it's the greatest play I've ever seen in Lafayette. I'm telling you.
After I broke the first tackle, that I literally had the game in my hands, and I tried my hardest to stay up. And once I got in that open field and see the touchdown right in front of me, I knew that we had this game.
Well, the community of Lafayette High School feeling something they haven't felt in 20 years, winning a high school football state championship. Yes, it's been that long, but this program is no stranger to the postseason. Afterwards, head coach Andy Lynn and his players talking about that reputation that sort of followed them up until this point.
For this year, everybody used to tell us, oh, y'all big Lafayette, y'all go to the playoffs just to lose first round, this, that. So, hey, basically this year we was just making a statement, like, we is not the Lafayette team that's going to go out first round or lose in the playoffs.
For sure.
So we went ahead and went big. Now we got us a ring.
It feels great. I know we were like the underdogs. I know they posted our score predictions for the playoffs, and they literally had us not winning a game for our playoffs. And we just came out and we showed them what we made of.
It was destined to happen. I love our seniors, and this was the way to go out for them.
This team battled through 3 starters out, COVID, you name it.
It's a hurting feeling. Yeah. It's a hurting feeling when you're in a room full of people and you feel alone. It's a hurting feeling when you around society and when you speak, nobody really understands you because they so caught up into social media and they so caught up in the reality television. It's difficult being around individuals when that's really what they care about. Right. And care about that. When I meet people that share similar interests, it's refreshing, it's beautiful. I can't be wrong because this person feel like me.
In the Sun Belt Conference was Marshall defensive lineman Mike Green, and he's a Williamsburg native. How about that? Went to Lafayette. He was the anchor of the spring of 2021 state championship team, made all kinds of plays. I was there for this one. This season for the Thundering Herd, dominant, recording 21 tackles for loss and 16 sacks. Now the 21 tackles for loss are tied for most in the Sun Belt since 2010.
So, after checking out Mike Green's highlights at Lafayette High School in Virginia, Williamsburg, Virginia, I could go ahead and throw up his highlights from Marshall, but I think everybody's seen that. I think we've all seen the clips of him knocking the offensive lineman off his rocker at the Senior Bowl, and we know what kind of talent Mike Green is, but who is Mike Green is what I was trying to get to. Now, he won a state championship in his high school, and then he committed to University of Virginia in 2021. He only played 6 games and had 4 tackles and 1 sack, I believe. And then I'm not sure what happened. If anybody can dig and find what happened, because he no longer was with the University of Virginia, and I'm not sure what happened. He took a year off of football and then entered the transfer portal and went to Marshall in 2023. And as a true freshman in Marshall, he had, I believe, 4.5 sacks or something like that. So he did pretty well. But then we all know this last year in 2024, he led the league with 17 sacks. When I look at Mike Green as a professional football player, can he come get on the Atlanta Falcons and help our squad who desperately needs an outside linebacker, edge rusher? Yes, he can. What kind of man is he? What kind of player is he? You know, that will be the question when they do these interviews at the combine and different formats where they get to sit down and talk to these players that we're not privy to. So it will be interesting to know what exactly happened at Virginia in 2021, 2022. He seems like a good guy. He seems like a good character guy. He seems like a good team leader. And so I just wanted to provide a deeper dive into Mike Green, the person, you know, and the younger player, where he came from and what he's been doing and how he does it. So based on the most recent footage we've seen, he's moving up the draft board. I know I'm almost 100% positive he'll be there at number 15. I would like the Atlanta Falcons to trade back and maybe still try to pick him up. I really like Jack Sawyer as well. But as far as Mike Green goes, I think he could be a home run hit, and I think a lot of people share the same perspective. I don't think he's overhyped. I think he's just getting his just due and getting noticed. It seems like every year he's gotten better. You know, he's leveled up and he produced at a high level, and I think he can do the same in the NFL. I think he has good size, good height, good weight. I think he has good moves. He's fast, quick, he's instinctive. You see, he's like a playmaker. He was in high school. I mean, they put him back there to punt. He caught it, didn't like it, broke 7 tackles, and scored a touchdown to help his team win the game. He also played tight end, makes good catches, you know, has decent hands, and can use them on defense to bat balls down. You can see in the highlights, the quarterbacks were scared when he was rushing them in high school, and they continuously threw picks when they saw Mike Green in the backfield. So we know if he's not going to finish the sack, he's going to get his hands up, get a tip ball, and that's what you got to do. So y'all let me know if y'all would like Mike Green to come to the Atlanta Falcons, if y'all would like us to pick him. I would not be mad at it at all. And then if anybody can find information on what happened at Virginia to where he didn't play football for a year, drop that in the comments as well. I'll throw up some of his stats, and then we'll just run on to the next one. I'm going to do some more profiles. I'm going to do some more highlights. I'm going to do some more position groups. If you haven't checked out my position groups on corners, go ahead and do that. And in this video, like I end all my videos, thank God works. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night.